Jai Sitaram. Balakand, chapter 20. In this chapter, we get to see the Vatsalya Bhava of King Dasaratha when he replies to Visvamitra's request to send Rama with him to fight the demons. Dasaratha is understandably quite agitated when he listens to Visvamitra's words, and he hastens to reply why Rama is going to be completely unsuitable. He's very young, he has not yet completed his education, he is very naive and doesn't know warfare very well, especially the deceitful warfare as performed by the Rakshasas. And Dasaratha volunteers to head his army and protect Visvamitra's yajna. He himself is more than capable of destroying the Rakshasas, and he has a huge army to command as well. And those brave warriors are adept in all weapons, and so why can't Dasaratha and the army of Ayodhya protect the sacrifice of Sage Visvamitra? Why is Rama necessary? We will continue with King Dasaratha's reply. Verse 8. Viprayukto hi Ramena muhurtam apina utsahe jivitam muni shardula na Ramam netam arhasi. Take Rama away from me, and thou takest my very life, O tigerly sage. Viprayukta means alienated from, separated from, and Ramena means from Rama. Muhurta means even for a small moment. And Jivitam na utsahe, that Dasaratha is not inclined to live if he is separated from Rama for even one muhurta. And he calls Sage Visvamitra as Muni Shardula, or the tiger amongst sages. And he once again requests, Na Ramam netam arhasi, don't take Rama away from me. Don't do that, please. And we see that this is in fact quite true. Right now, Rama and Lakshmana go off to the forest with Sage Visvamitra, and Rama is under the protection of Sage Visvamitra. But 12 years from now, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana go off to the forest, and Dasaratha is incapable of staying alive. He holds on to his life in the hopes that Sumantra, who took them to the forest, is going to coax them into returning to the forest. But as soon as Sumantra returns and says that Rama has gone off deep into the forest, Dasaratha just loses his will to live, and he dies within a week after Rama leaves to the forest. And so this is in fact quite true. And in Ayodhya Kand, when he pleads with Mother Kaikeyi not to send Rama away to the forest for 14 years, we see some very similar sentiments sprouting up again. But we will discuss in greater detail what the difference between that sentiment and this sentiment is. But it suffices for us to understand that here Rama is in fact a lot younger than he is when he goes off to the forest for his exile. So Dasaratha is more protective, more caring, more affectionate, and he sees the Lord as just his beloved child. Verse 9. Yadiva Raghavam Brahman netum ichhasi suvrata chaturanga samayukta maya sahaja tamnaya. Nay, if thou art bent upon taking Rama with thee, take me too, and my numerous army well appointed. Verse 10. Shashti varsha sahasrani jatasya mama kaushika Krichrena utpadita cha ayam na Ramam netum arhasi. This, my son, has gladdened my heart after 60,000 years of disappointed hopes and fruitless grief. How canst thou have the heart to take away Rama from me, the light of my eyes and the prop of my old age? This is the first time we get to know that King Dasaratha was 60,000 years old when Rama was born. Verse 11. Chaturnam atmajanam hi priti paramika mama jeshte dharma pradhane chana ramam netum arhasi. Knowest thou not that of my 4 sons, Rama lies next to my heart? Need I tell thee that he is my firstborn and the most steadfast in virtue? So take not Rama away from me. Verse 12. Kim virya rakshasa te cha kasya putra cha ke cha te katham pramana ke cha etan rakshanti munipungava. These thy Rakshasas, who are they? Whose sons are they? What is their might? Wherein lies their strength? Under whose protection are they? So now King Dasaratha wants to have a background information on Subahu and Marica. Who is their protector? Who are they? And based on who is protecting them, Dasaratha will have a better idea as to whether his beloved child can face them or not. Verse 13. Katham cha prati kartavyam tesham ramena rakshasam mamakai va balai brahman maya va kuta yodhinam. How dost thou want Rama to fight them? Tell me, for I will do it. Verses 14 and 15. Sarvan me shansa bhagavan kathan teshan maya rane. Tell me how to render useless all their illusions. For thou hast me and my countless army to do thy bidding. Instruct me how I can withstand these Rakshasas proud of their valor. Having heard the words of Dasaratha, Visvamitra replied. Verse 16. Paulastya vamsha prabhavo Ravano nama rakshasa sa brahmana dattavara trailokyam badate brisham mahabalo mahaviryo rakshase bahubhi vrita. Visvamitra replied, Maybe thou hast heard of a Rakshasa, Ravana by name, descended from the great Pulastya Muni. Immeasurable is his strength and matchless his might. Gifted with wonderful boons from Brahma and with countless hosts of Rakshasas at his back, he grinds the 3 worlds beneath his heels. Verse 17. Shriyate cha maharaja Ravano Rakshasa adhipa Sakshat Vaishravana bhrata putro Vishravaso munih. The illustrious sage Vishrava is his father, and he is the brother of Vaishravana, who is our current Kubera. So we know that the regions of the world are all job posts, and a particular Jivatma who qualifies for that post occupies that position. And Kubera is a job title, and Kubera is currently occupied by Vaishravana, who is the oldest son of Sage Visravas, and thus is the oldest stepbrother of Ravana. In Uttarakhand, Sage Agastya recites the history of the Rakshasas to Lord Rama in great detail, and we will see the birth of Kubera, the birth of Ravana and Kumbhakarna and the others in very exact details. But here, we should understand that Visvamitra is telling King Dasaratha the history of Ravana. Ravana is not just another ordinary Rakshasa. He is coming from the illustrious line of Pulastya, whose son is Visravas, whose oldest son is Kubera, and whose younger son is Ravana. Sage Visvamitra has also indicated the fact that Ravana has received boons from Brahma himself. So he is not an ordinary person, because an ordinary person cannot receive boons from Brahma. He has to have great prowess in his tapasya to have actually met Brahma and received boons from him. So, in an effort to mollify Dasaratha, Visvamitra does not lie and say that Ravana is an absolute nothing. No. He gives the accurate description of the lineage of Ravana. Verses 18 and 19. Yadana khalu yajnasya vignakarta mahabala tena sanchoditau tau tu rakshasau cha mahabalo Marica cha Subahu cha yajna vignam karishyatah. When he does not himself condescend to spoil the sacrifices, these, his creatures, Marica and Subahu, take his place and excel him in cruelty and wantonness. So, this is the brief description about the Rakshasas that Visvamitra wants Rama to face. Verse 20. Iti ukto munina tena raja uvacha munim tada nahi shakto asmi samgrame statum tasya duratmanaha. To this, King Dasaratha replied with a faint heart, Powerless am I to cope with that wicked one in battle. Have pity on my child of tender years, O righteous Lord. Verse 21. Satvam prasadam dharmagnya kurishva mama putrake mama cha eva alpa bhagyasya daivatam hi bhavan guru. You are the knower of righteousness. Extend your favor to my little son and also to me, for I am so unfortunate. Thou art my Guru and my God. Verse 22. Deva Danava Gandharva Yaksha Pataga Pannaga Na Shakta Ravanam Sodham Kim Punar Manava Yudhi. The Devas, Danavas, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Nagas and Pannagas cannot bear to look upon Ravana terrible in battle. Why speak of puny mortals such as we? Verse 23. Satu viryavatam viryam adate yuddhi ravanaha tena chaham na shakto asmi samyodham tasya va balai sabalo va munishreshta sahito va mama atmajay. Ravana absorbs, as it were, the strength and might of those that face him in battle. I dare not even dream of opposing him or his army, either alone or with my armies or with my sons. So Ravana emits a lot of fear, and he causes a lot of fear in his opponents, and Ravana's enemies are just plain afraid of his terrible form. With 10 heads and 20 arms, all of those can regenerate, and they are just terrified to face him in battle. He has received multiple boons and he's very proud of his prowess and he knows that he is extremely powerful. And Dasaratha asks, how can a puny mortal face him? I cannot face him in battle. And everyone knows that Dasaratha is a very seasoned warrior. And Dasaratha himself says that I, alone or with my army, I'm not capable of facing him. And how do you expect my little son to face Rakshasas that are protected by this Ravana who is extremely terrible? Verse 24. Katham api amara prakhyam sangramanam akovidam balam me tanayam brahman naiva dasyami putrakam. O Brahmana, on no account will I part with my darling Rama, who is beautiful as a god and a child in years, in experience, and in warfare. Verse 25. Ata kala upamau yudhe sutau sundopa sundayo yajna vigna karo tau te na eva dasyami putrakam. Marica and Subahu, those sons of Sunda and Upasunda, are mighty and extremely skilled in fight. born to a Yaksha woman, and best and foremost of the Daityas, they are terrible in battle, even as god of death. They are set upon ruining thy sacrifice, and never shall I send my son against them to certain destruction, as it were. Verses 26 and 27. Marica cha Subahu cha Viryavantu sushikshitau tayo anyataram yodham yasyami sa suhrit gana anyatha tvanuneshyami bhavantam sahabandhava. However, if thou desirest it, I will call my friends around me and fight with Subahu and Marica, who are extremely well trained and are valorous. I also implore upon you for your exoneration in my failure to comply my own promises. Verse 28. Iti narapati jalpanath dvijendram kushika sutam sumahan vivesha manyo sahuta iva makhe agni ajya sikta samabhavat ujvalito maharishi vahni. These words of Dasaratha, the ravings of a sorrow-laden heart, roused to fury the smouldering wrath of the descendant of Kushika, and it blazed forth even as the sacrificial fire glows with steady flame when huge libations of ghee are poured into it. And thus we can understand that King Dasaratha says over and over again that Rama should be spared and that he himself will face Subahu and Marica and protect the yajna of Sage Visvamitra. And he asks the sage to bestow his mercy upon his beloved son Rama, who's so young and so tender in years and in experience against the mighty Rakshasas. And as expected, Visvamitra is extremely angry at these words. In the next section, we are going to see how Vashishta advises King Dasaratha to send Rama with Sage Visvamitra. Mangalam Koshalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdiye Chakravarti Dhanurjaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.